Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, Martha. Hi, Jeff. Good luck to your football team, Jeff. Get a W. W City. Hi, Superman. Hi, YR. Hi, Mike. Hi, TJ. Hi, Brando. Hi, Victim. Mike, thank you very much for the tier 1. Thank you. I'm about to lose Partner Plus. And every month my count has been dropping, which is to be expected. But yeah, as of October 1st, I don't get the 70-30 split anymore. Unless we have like 50 people tier 3 in the next 10 days. I lose Partner Plus. GG's. Tagamo! Hi, Tagamo. Thank you very much for the 100 biddies. Hello. Thank you. Appreciate it. How are you? How's your week? How's everybody's week? Everybody's weekend, I guess, because I was here last on my anniversary stream, which was on Thursday. So I guess it's been a weekend. You can have my Prime at least. Thank you. Appreciate the Prime. It doesn't count towards the points, but it counts toward my heart. So thank you. Martha, you did not need to do that. Oh, Martha, what the heck? You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much, though. Oh, you're a doll. Thank you. Thank you so much for the tier 3. MAs, thank you so much for the tier 3. Thank you, guys. Martha, you're crazy. You definitely did not need to do that. I do. I will still have... I just barely have enough for the level 1 Partner Plus. You need 100 points. I'm at like 150, but that's... Did he just leave the baby up at the top? What is happening? I hope not. Okay, no. Okay. It's the dog. Chaos. Chaos is happening. And R&B, thank you so much for the tier 1. Hi, R&B. Hello. Amaze, thank you again. Thank you so much for the tier 3. Martha, thank you so much for upping to tier 3. Thank you so much, you guys. No, Royce he's walking the baby and the dog, but my mom just came home from work, so she was pulling into the driveway, and I thought that he just left the baby in the stroller at the top of the driveway, which would have been really a questionable decision on his part. So he didn't, though. I'm pretty sure the baby is down here by the door. So I think we're okay. I don't think he left the baby in the road. Thank you guys very much for the hype train and the support. Royce and I have been chatting, collaborating, deciding, thinking, contemplating. And I think I'm going to try to stream Fridays and Saturdays. He, for whatever reason, keeps having Fridays off. Which works out because I was planning on streaming Saturdays anyway, and so I think what will happen is I'll probably just like stream a little bit later on Saturday. Like I'll wait until Royce gets home, and then I'll stream, which he normally gets home around like 6:30. So maybe I'll do streams at like 7 o'clock on Saturdays or something, because he normally has her for like the end of the night anyway, because he always rocks her to sleep. So Riley, please calm yourself, doggy. I feel like I'm being barked over right now. So I think we're gonna try. We're shooting for 2 days a week. I'd like to go up to 2 days a week if we can swing it. So hopefully we'll be able to stream Fridays and Saturdays. I thought I told Royce not to walk the kid in view of your window, shaking my head. Why would you tell him that? Why? Why should he not do that? Hi, Better. How are you? When my oldest was a baby, I'd take him out in the stroller to do Pokemon Go. Oh my gosh, Pokemon Go. Wow, that was... How many years ago was Pokemon Go? Like, actually, I think that was maybe during COVID or like before COVID, after COVID. I don't remember. I just remember Pokemon Go being really popular for a minute and a whole bunch of people swarming to like certain locations because they were special Pokemon. I don't know. I've never been a Pokemon person, so I can't relate, but because you backseat parent him, it's not that I backseat parent him, it's that I am a mother and mommy's instincts are, It's a mom thing. It's a mom thing. You know, it's a like it's just a mom thing. You'll understand one day. No, you won't, because you're not gonna be a mom. But it's a mom thing. About 8 to 9 years. He's in 4th grade now. Sheesh. Royce is teaching how to push solo like he did at Warsaw. Yeah, Catherine, you don't need anybody else. And then when you when you get left by the side of the road and forgotten about, blame it on your teammates. Blame it on everybody else. Everybody but you. You can be a mom if you put your mind to it. You can't, TJ. You can't be a mom. You personally will never be a mom. None of the men in here will ever be a mom. It's simply impossible. No matter how hard you try, you cannot be a mom. Bomb specialist, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you. Thank you. How are you? Been watching the Keep Boga recently? I have not had any chance to watch anybody on stream recently. It's just all baby all the time. Thank you so much. We're almost the next level on this hype train. We got like 10 seconds left though. What if they merge the genders? Like the servers that are still not merged? Well, in terms of merging the servers, I have no information there. Funny, somebody messaged me on Instagram not too long ago, a couple days ago, asking if I could help them get unbanned in World of Tanks. And I'm like, I can't think of someone less able to help you get unbanned in World of Tanks. I was like, can you help me? I should ask you for help with World of Tanks. Can you help me get CC again in World of Tanks? I'm like, no, I can't help you get unbanned. I'm sorry. They whispered me first, so I directed them to you. TJ, I appreciate you, putting in the work. I appreciate you putting in the work to, communicate with the World of Tanks community. I think that's really, really, really kind of you, TJ. I love that. TJ Brando and my World of Tanks 2 ebook is launching on Sunday. It's for sale $9.99 on bwdaddy.com. bwdaddy.com. I hope that is a real domain one day. bwdaddy.com, and it's just going to be pictures of Brando's future children. We couldn't afford the correct domain. That's okay. That's okay. That's all right. You're not even going to use it for the ebook anyway. Trust. Just put pictures of the babies. The future babies that will happen one day. Hi from Denmark. Hello. How are you? Also, hi, Gabo. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, friends. I can't stand that I have to hear an ad between every single video. It's very annoying. No way I'm trusting that site. I'm going to make a site called PCPattyMommy.com, and it's just going to be pictures of all my babies. They aren't looking for NACCs, though. They think they even stopped with showing the NACCs on the official stream. I got kicked out of the CC program a long time ago. I got, demoted to content something else. And, yeah. And as far as I know, there's only, 3 NACCs left, and it's, Goose, Damien, and maybe 13 Disciple. I don't know. I have no idea who's left, actually. It's been so long since I've even opened World of Tanks or had anything to do with World of Tanks. So I just thought it was funny that somebody reached out to me like, hey, can you help me get unbanned? I'm like, no, I can't. Why did you get demoted? Because I, unfortunately, in my personal life, I went through a miscarriage. And so I stopped streaming pretty much altogether. And then when I came back, I was actually streaming World of Tanks, ironically. That was all I was streaming because I didn't have, the willpower or anything to, stream just chatting. I was like, let's just mind-numbing World of Tanks content. But it was, alas, too late. I had already been demoted for not streaming, not making enough content. And I'm like, oh, dang. Dang that miscarriage. Rats. Hi from Jamaica. Jamaican me crazy. Hi, Sabishi. How are you? Bruv. What's bruv? Hi, Mr. Smooth. Hello, hello. Let's see. Who else? Did I miss anybody else? Anybody else sneak in here? Not a mom yet? Oh, I am a mom yet. I am a mom. Not a mom yet. I am a mom, yes. Hi for life. Hi Gamerly. Hi guys. No drops here. Unfortunately, there are no drops here. I know, it's tough. It's tough. I know that you gotta go elsewhere to get your drops these days. That's hard. It's a tough life. I miss selling my drops as a good source of income for me. Gosh, if I could have... You know what? I kind of actually feel a little bit bad because I probably still have hundreds of days of premium on my account. Maybe I don't actually. I think when I stopped playing, I had like 600 or 700 days left. Okay, so I've probably still got like 300 days. I don't feel bad. I do feel bad though, because that was people's money. That was hard-earned monies. So I do feel bad that all just went into the abyss. And I should have never, ever, ever made such a bold claim as to say that I would continue playing until my premium ran out, because that was a lie. So, you probably still have over 1,000. Why would I have over 1,000? I think when I finished, I had 600 or 700. I think. I really don't remember. I have not logged in for 2.0, but I will say that my dad came downstairs. My dad had a couple cocktails and then came downstairs a couple days ago and he goes, "You gotta log into World of Tanks. You're gonna get 1,000,000 credits and this and this." And I'm like, Dad, I love you so much. You're the best dad ever. But like, I don't need to log into World of Tanks to claim those things because I just don't. It's just not one of those things that's on my priority list. So, guess you need to log in and show us. So, Vichy, have you even been playing? You can check via their website without going on their game or their Wargaming Center where you open their game. I was gonna say I uninstalled, but I didn't actually. It's still on my computer. That I didn't go that far. It's still here, and I still get little updates, but I've got so many WoW mount drops listed on the black market. Yeah, if I could have one thing, it would be more WoW mounts. If there's one thing in my life that I wish I had more of, it would be more WoW mounts. So if I could just get those for free, I'd be really appreciative, TJ. Also, Brando, I saw you write Sadie. Sadie, Sag. Sadie. Should free up some space. Gotta need to download Black Ops 7 for Kathy. I will not be getting Black Ops 7, and neither will Royce. We are in a period of our lives where we need to eliminate all unnecessary purchases. Oh my gosh, that was really loud. And unfortunately, Black Ops 7 falls into unnecessary purchases. So, will not be purchasing. I never got kicked out of the CC program like some people. Can't get kicked out of where you've never been. That's true. I suppose you're right. I guess I should have just never been in it in the first place. Is having a baby expensive? No, having the baby is not expensive, but trying to find a house is expensive. Because as much as I love being here, and I love being here, I really do. My parents are like the greatest parents in the whole wide world. We don't want to be here forever because we want to have more babies, and right now there's only enough space for just like the one baby. So we are in the process of looking for a lot or a home, and these things are very expensive. If any of you are also in that stage of your life, or maybe thinking about that stage in your life, like maybe you're looking, unbelievably expensive. So we are officially cutting all unnecessary expenses. I wouldn't get the new COD either, the new Battlefield though. That looks promising. Didn't that already come out? I feel like... Didn't the new Battlefield already come out? Haven't people been playing that? Am I imagining this? Is this a different game? No, I think it did. Are you looking to rent or buy? We're looking to, ideally, we would like to build. We would like to get a lot and then build. a like modular home. No, I cannot do a bicep flex. Could you? What's your budget? Not great. It's not ideal, but we do have like the VA home loan and stuff. So like we have some help, but yeah, it's time for us to cut back on costs. And then when you do get the house, you have to spend money to maintain it. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, so there's all the money to get the lot, and then there's the money to build the house, but then there's also the money for the furniture and the heating and you know, like all the money. Like there's just so much. There's just so much that goes into it. Any of you guys actually own a home? How many of you guys in here actually live in your own home and not like an apartment or renting a house or living with other people? Like, how many of you guys actually own your home? Well, maybe you're paying it off, but you're back streaming. How's life been? I actually have streamed quite a few times. I think I've streamed 6 or 7 times since having the baby. So I have tried to be here. I don't live in my house. I rent it. So you're renting. Why does my apartment not count? Well, Mike, your situation's a little bit different because you're not in the United States, and so I don't really understand. I guess your apartment thing would be like our condos. Like your rent, you didn't rent it. Like you bought your apartment. We don't have, you can't like buy an apartment in the United States. So I don't really know what would be comparable to what you live in. Like I don't really know. I don't really know what I get. Well, that's what I said. I guess you would compare it to a condo, but we don't call it like an apartment. Like when I think of an apartment, it's an apartment. Like when I lived in an apartment, I paid $900 a month, you know, and there was never even a possibility of me owning it. You know, it was owned by the landlord and you pay the landlord and that's that, but you don't ever get to own that. Like Mike technically owns his apartment, but it's inside of another building, which is so strange. It's such a weird concept to me. Like, yes, you own it, but if somebody else sets fire to their apartment, like your apartment could also burn down. You know what I mean? It's strange. Renting a house currently, but trying to save up for buying something, although a loan would be needed eventually. Yeah, we're looking at the VA home loan situation, so. Renting and I own a house. Oh. Are you renting out your house to other people? We had it built right before the pandemic, moved in for 2020. I can't remember. I know everything's gone up in the past couple of years, but I'm trying to remember if during COVID houses were cheaper or more expensive. Because I wasn't looking during COVID. Been busy and in the New Zealand? NZ? Is that New Zealand? Besides the mortgage and insurance expenses that comes with owning a home, I still pay for all my own utilities. I think that when I lived in an apartment in New Jersey, I think I paid for, what did we pay for? I don't know. I think everything was like included except for, I don't know actually. I don't remember. It's been so long. Not gonna lie, from everyone here, I'm the most likely, probably the biggest risk of putting something on fire. Do you know everybody in your building, Mike? Have you at some point met everyone around you? I still live with my parents, but at some point I want to move out. It is just a while down the road because of my dad's health, and with me helping take care of him, I need to be here. I mean, I think that that's a completely reasonable, like, I know there's, especially in the United States, it's very much so expected, like, and this makes me really sad that some parents are like, okay, you turn 18, you either get out or you pay me. I'm so thankful that I have parents who did not do that to us, because it's like, that's at 18 years old, you're still such a baby, you know? Like that's a lot of pressure to put on an 18-year-old who did not bring themselves into the world. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm really glad that I didn't have parents who were like, yeah, once you turn 18, get the heck out of my house. And it makes me sad that that's such a part of our culture these days. And I think that it's really quite wonderful to live with your parents as an adult. Like, are there times where I wish I had my own house? Certainly, but it's really, really, really a wonderful thing. Like when my parents come home to like take my baby and go upstairs and say, let's go see Nana and Pop. And then they get to see my baby every single day, which just makes me so happy that my daughter is going to have such a special relationship with my parents because she sees them all of the time. And I love that. And I've been so grateful for their help and everything. And then obviously, like, on the flip side of it, it's not just like have completely bummed off my parents. Like, I have replaced, like, all of the renovations happened because we lived here. If we didn't stay here, all of this would still be the way it was, which this is significantly better, and we put all of our money into it. So I've invested a lot of money into my parents' house. So I don't know. I'm really grateful that we've been in the situation that we've been in. So I got decent home buying programs because of my job, but I'm gonna buy land because all the homes here are crammed into developments and might as well be townhouses. Yeah, TJ, I can picture what you're talking about, and I would not want to live there. That's always been something that I've wanted to avoid at pretty much all costs, is living in a place where the houses are right on top of each other. Luckily, the lot that we're looking at currently it's about an acre, and there's a lot on the one side of it that the people on the corner own already, and I think that they bought it because they didn't want people to build right next to them. So I anticipate that there's not going to be a house there. So there's going to be a lot in between us and the people next to us. And then the people on the other side of us, I've known them like forever. And he actually is the guy who like will come and take care of the dogs if we're not around. And is also like his house is further down on his lot. So there's quite a bit of space between us. So there will be neighbors, but there will be like enough of a buffer where you can't see into your neighbor's window. Like when I was in college, whenever I would go over to Shelby's house, those houses were like stacked on top of each other. You could basically look out of their window into the neighbor's house, which I always was very creeped out by. I did not want to live in a situation like that. So right now we're looking at a lot, and hopefully it works out. Unfortunately, it did not pass, or no, well, it didn't not pass. It didn't have a perk test. So we have to get the perk test done, but peeping Tom Holmes, yeah. Sounds like you got normal parents, to be honest. Really? Because I feel like it's the opposite, and I feel like a lot of parents kick their kids out or expect their kids to pay rent like as soon as they turn 18 years old. Maybe I'm wrong and my parents are normal and it's not, and I have this all backwards, but it seems like a lot of parents these days are like, okay, get out of my house or pay me money. Depending on the size of the building, it is possible to know everyone. Where I grew up only has 18 units, but most of the people are a-holes. Oh, wait. Look at Mike's situation like an HOA kind of deal. The building is covered by insurance, but he probably still has his own personal insurance. My mother also owns the unit inside the apartment building where I grew up in. I didn't even know that was a thing you could do here. My house is in Oklahoma and I rent it out. Okay. Got it. Ain't no love in Oklahoma. Bought my own apartment finally this summer. Congratulations, that's very exciting. Yes, New Zealand. In a group chat, they do meetups, but I never show. I'm the youngest by like 30 years. I have no interest in talking to them. Mikey, you could learn things from them. You know, take some I don't know, life lessons. I don't have to pay my parents anything, but I do buy food sometimes when we order. Yeah, I mean, we do things for my parents. You know, I take care of the dog so that my mom doesn't have to rush home from work to take care of the dog. And obviously, we put a lot of renovations into the house, and even sometimes like in the other room there was a desk, and there was another little desk, and then there was like this little table and stuff like that. I'm like, why don't we just replace all that with one big desk? My mom was like, no, I don't want to spend the money on that. I was like, I will spend the money on that because that will make this room feel nicer and more put together, and I will be happy to spend the money on that so that you would be happier in this room. So it's things like that. Like we're always willing to contribute to whatever's going on. So it's wonderful to have family right there. We get to see my wife's fam all the time. The kids go to school together. We have gatherings all the time. It's the best. Yeah, I really like being close to all my family members. Is chat black people friendly? That's a really ridiculous question asked in bad faith. So I'm going to give you just a warning, and then if you make any other silly comments, we'll just ban you. How common is it in America for people to buy a lot and build their own house? I think that's quite common. That's very common. I'm trying to think of my siblings. 2 of them who have a house right now bought their house. I was already there. My one sibling is about to build a house, and then my other sibling is currently renting. When I eventually get property, I want something that's big enough that I can put up a shooting range that's long enough for rifles, and also if there was enough to do hunting as well, that would be nice. A lot. Property is incredibly expensive. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's like $7,000 for 1 acre now or something ridiculous. And that's like very low, very low. I think the average in the whole country, I don't actually know. What is the average price of one acre in the United States right now? Farmland is approximately $4,170 per acre. However, other sources suggest a higher average of around $12,000 to $18,000 per acre for all land types, not just farmland, as prices can be much higher in urban areas and lower in rural regions. Yeah, so like around me, it's like $7,000 for 1 acre right now. Mike might meet a nice gilf and get named as the sole heir in the will. Mike, go make some friends. But what if we want tears today? I mean, if you want tears today, Smurf, you can drop 20 subs. That'll make me happy tears. But I really, really don't want any sad tears today. I really need some joy in my life. Not that there's not plenty of joy in my personal life, but there's just been so much sadness recently that I've been struggling to like be happy. That's so unusual. Don't see that here in the UK. Yeah, well, there's a lot less space in the UK. This chat astronaut friendly? I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Google says about 20% build their house. Really? Only 20%? Martha, you have already done too much, Martha. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Martha's like, I'll get her to cry. I'll try my darndest to get her to cry. I'm just gonna work on my farm in Fortnite. Yeah, J-Pod. Enjoy that. Wait, I thought there was no building in Fortnite anymore. Wait, how are you working on... Wait, what? Hold on, now that I think about that sentence, what? You're building a farm in Fortnite? Oh, I don't want tears that bad. Yeah, that's what I thought, Smurf. That's what I thought. I recently sold 1.5 acres with a well and a septic for $28K. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, if there's a well and a septic already there, then it's gonna be more. But just Just the land, nothing going on, it's like 7K at least. Your mic would sound better if you turn the selector on the back one. I'm not that concerned about it, but thank you very much. Also, you're probably, if you think it sounds bad, you're probably hearing the other sounds that it's currently picking up, because it's picking up, I have it like all the way on the highest whatever sensitivity, and I always have the air purifier running, so there's that sound at the very least. How's the hubby feeling after last week's college loss? He was very upset. He was very upset, and I was like, well, at least it was like a good close game. And he's like, no, I'd rather watch them get blown out. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't share that. I feel like I'd rather see a good game and be like, well, we did our best. We lost, but we tried our best. Royce was like, no, I'd rather see them get destroyed. And I'm like, oh, well, that's unfortunate. I don't really understand that. I feel like I'd rather see a good game and be like, oh man, shucks, we shanked the field goal, GG's, but we played a good game. No, he did not agree with that. I have not watched any football. Where's Brando? Where's Brando to ask how my naps are going? I have not been watching any football because I'm like, I just don't care. I just don't care anymore. It's not, I just don't care. I don't care anymore. Hi, Patty. How's the child of prophecy? She's doing great. She's thriving. Nice for the Raiders to play late Monday so you could sleep. I was in bed, yep. Actually, I think Royce was ready to watch it, and I told him to turn it off. I knew it was the Raiders too, and I was like, I don't care. I don't care. Turn it off. I don't want to see it. I don't know. For some reason, I just don't care. I guess Royce likes seeing things get blown out and destroyed. Oh, Sabishi, you are talking about football, surely. Surely you're talking about football. I'm not sure what else you could possibly be referring to. I hear the cat crying, and I don't know if the baby is asleep. Oh my goodness, and now the dog is barking. Chaos. Chaos. We can't just have like one non-chaotic freaking stream. I was feeding the cat, and then I heard my dad talking about a chat violation. I didn't actually hear the rest of the conversation, but I think my dad may be banned from Tanks. Again. I think he's up to like 70 days or something ridiculous. I'm like, Dad, just don't say anything. Just don't say anything. Just, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. I'll send you some pics from inside of Allegiant Stadium when I go. Are you going this season? Are you going? Watching the Raiders play the Saints? I was like, who is it? Who is it? I know who it is, but who is it? You look great. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh gosh, now my hair looks all fluffy. Not from tanks, just talking in chat. Well, yeah, yeah. Yes, that's true. It's a good thing he's got those 1 million credits. TJ, it wasn't just 1 million credits either. It was 1 million credits plus like a whole tank line that you don't have to actually play. You just research it, and I think maybe a premium tank or something. TJ, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was. You should log in. You should log in. Oh, 10 million credits. Oh, I'm sorry. 10 million credits. I'm going to watch University Game. Sorry. I did watch LSU play the other day. Who were they playing? I don't remember. I wasn't actually like watching. Like I wasn't like, actively watching, but it was on the TV. And I was like, oh look, it's LSU. How fun. That's Smurf's team. You could also make a new account just to unlock new tank lines for free to test out. You heard it here first, folks. I have no plans on playing World of Tanks anytime soon, but if that's something that anyone in chat is interested in doing. Also, why is my Cloudbot not on? Let me see. My Cloudbot not working. Nothing lasts forever. Alert box? No. Back to dashboard. Cloudbot. Ah, there it is. There's Cloudbot. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why the Cloudbot turns off. Mayor Z, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it so much. Yay! Poggers! Poggy Woggies! Thank you. Welcome back. Brando has interest. In playing World of Tanks. Brando, would you like to run some skirms? Would you like to be caller? We could perhaps play this evening. As a family organization. You guys want to play some tanks? On a scale from 1 to 10, how much would you guys like to play tanks tonight? I just can't wait for World of Tanks 2. Should have more viewers than all games combined. I definitely more than COD, Snides. Definitely. World of Tanks 2 is definitely going to surpass Black Ops 7. That's for sure. But this deck ain't paying itself. Dang. Well, Brando, I guess, priorities, right? Gotta get that deck painted. Dang it. Shucks. Oh, man. Let's see. Any other updates that I have for you guys today? I went to my toe appointment. I had my follow-up for my toe. As I told you guys, I got my toe chopped because I had an ingrown toenail infection. It was pretty disgusting, actually. I do think I took a picture and shared it with some people, but yeah, if you want that picture, you'll have to scour the internet. What was that? But I went and she said it's healing. She said it healed fantastic. Yeah, I shouldn't have any problems with it. And yeah, it doesn't hurt anymore. And there's no oozing, there's no pain or anything. It is like bloody, like it's like bruised because obviously she cut my toe. So it is bruised and like there's some like blood underneath, but it healed wonderfully. So we're all good. No more nasty toe. No tears. Toe, should I leave and come back in? What's up, Rinswin? How are you? Did you go to were you in the what's it called? The march that only had what? How many 100,000 people? Were you part of that 100,000? Patty showed toe. I didn't show toe on the stream, but I did take a picture and show some friends what it looked like before it got amputated. It didn't get amputated. Okay, I had an ingrown toenail that I tried to get out myself, and I ended up getting it infected. And I took a picture and I sent it to a handful of people in here. And they really liked it, actually. Mike specifically said, wow, thank you so much for sharing that. That made my day. So, I mean, not to like toot my own horn, but I made Mike's day with the picture of my nasty toe. What's up, Mito? Thank you. Yeah, so my toe's doing great. What other updates do we have? This week I made a chicken pot pie soup, which was delicious. I love it. Royce doesn't seem to be as into it as I am. I am happily eating it for dinner every single night. And he's like, I want pizza. I'm gonna make pizza. And I'm like, just eat the soup. He goes, no, I want something different. And I'm like, do you not like my soup? I thought my soup was delicious. It is delicious. I know it's delicious. But as we've talked about before, Royce is like I will eat leftovers for one day type of person, and then he needs to move on. He can't do leftovers for multiple days. Nope, I went to a football match, but I was watching it on YouTube. God bless the UK. God bless Britain. That does make sense to me. Why? Dude, but like, listen, here's the thing. Like I said, we're trying to cut back on costs. Groceries are really expensive. Shout out to Tagamo for the $100 for the farmer's market. Groceries are really expensive. And if I make a meal that can last us for multiple days, you should just eat that meal for multiple days, because now we're saving money by not having to make more meals or like eat frozen things that we could just make on a different day. You know what I'm saying? Britain mentioned, what's up, Easta? Has anybody else besides yourself said it was delicious? My dad really liked it. I gave a bowl to my dad. My dad said it was really good. If it's freezed and then make like a week later, okay. But not like 3-4 days in a row. Oh, see, I've been eating the soup for like 4 days in a row. For like lunch and dinner. And I'm perfectly content with that. But Royce is like, he made the pizza last night. It wasn't from an 1800s cookbook. Thank you, YR. It was, I just looked up crock pot chicken pot pie soup because I was craving chicken pot pie soup. And it was really easy to make, and I have been loving it. Royce is not starving. Stop it. Stop it. I feed him. He is just picky and will not eat leftovers for more than a day. Whereas I will eat the leftovers for many days. It does not bother me because I am perfectly happy with no change if I know that it tastes good. I'm all for leftovers, but that's a lot. Okay, let me think, actually. When did I make it? I made it on... What day did I make it? Let me think. What day? You know what? Actually, I took a picture of it the first day that I made it. When did I make it? Let's see. When did I make my soup? And I'll show you guys the picture. Okay, I made it on Tuesday. What's today? Friday? Okay, so yeah, that's quite a couple. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 days of dinner. I have been eating it for 5 days. But Royce has only had it, I think, once. Yeah, 5 days. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I don't see the problem with that because it saves money. A lot? Okay. Do you guys even go grocery shopping? Because we went grocery shopping 2 days ago, 3 days ago, whatever it was. $230 for 40 items. 40 items, $230, okay? So you know what? Eating soup for 5 days in a row sounds perfectly reasonable to me. This is how you got that nasty toe? No, it's not. I got the nasty toe from... I don't even know what, actually. Actually, I do. I got it from going to the nasty nail salons. That's where I got the nasty toe from. Oh, I don't like curry. I don't like curry. I want to make a big pot of something and have it last several days. My dad doesn't want to eat it for several days. Yeah, yes, Martha, same. I'm having the same issue. My husband won't eat it for multiple days. As good as homemade chicken soup is, I also wouldn't want to eat it a whole week in a row. Okay, well let's not go that far. It's only been 5 days, okay? I'm like eating the 5th day of leftovers after watching the falls. Well, Brando, if you put it like that, everything sounds awful. Nothing's gonna sound good to him watching the Vols lose. But you know what? Tomorrow the Vols play again, so he's got another shot. So, you know, he actually asked specifically for this week. He wants baked ziti, so I'm making baked ziti tomorrow, which I've never made baked ziti, so we'll see how that comes out. I've never made baked ziti, but he specifically asked for that. The trick to eating leftovers is don't eat them twice in a row. Say you cook something on Monday, you can reheat it Wednesday or Thursday, but not Tuesday. See, but I don't care. I will gladly eat the same leftovers for 5 days in a row if it's something that's yummy, that I'm enjoying. And I'm enjoying this soup. I have been looking forward to eating it every night for dinner. But Royce is like, I'm going to make the pizza. And I'm like, why? He's like, because I don't want the soup again. I'm like, okay, well, I want the soup. How much are you making if it lasts 5 days? A lot. A lot. Like a whole crock pot worth of soup. Richard, thank you very much for the follow. TK, also thank you so much for the tier 1. Hi, TK. If my woman wanted to try a new recipe, I certainly would try my hardest to enjoy it and not complain. I will say, he said it was good. He likes it. He didn't say it was bad. He just doesn't want it 5 days in a row like I do. But that's where the disconnect is, because I genuinely want it every day. I genuinely am excited to eat it for dinner again. He is not. He's like, I've had it 4 times. I would like something different, please. Saying goodbye to my New York chapters after this weekend. New beginnings in Virginia. How exciting. R&B, are you friggin' stoked? When I ate leftovers, I also had a rule. I would only eat the same meal twice. 5 days is too much. Okay, well, interesting to me that you guys all feel the same way. Leftovers for more than 2 days is a no-go. It means you probably made too much. Well, that's also part of the problem is I feel like I eat an appropriate amount. However, Royce eats smaller portions than me. And so something that should last us 2 days lasts us 4 days because he will only eat like one small bowl of something. So, you know, it's difficult. It's difficult. It's not like I'm feeding my dad. My dad will eat like an entire pizza and then have 2 bowls of soup and then eat an entire loaf of bread, and he can still eat more. It's incredible. It's like my dad and my brothers are like this. They have like an unending stomach. And then Royce, his stomach might be smaller than Catherine's at this point. It feels like she eats more than he does. I'm thinking of how big that pot must be. It's like a standard crock pot. If you don't already, you could also consider freezing part of your leftovers. That way, can you offer your husband more variety? Okay, so that is true. That is true. But I was nervous. Freezing soup. I was like, is this? I feel like freezing soup is weird, so I didn't freeze it. I definitely could have because there was enough to freeze it, but I was like, is freezing soup like? Is that weird? It's fine. You can freeze soup. Okay. All right. Well, I'll know that for next time. I consumed so much of it that it's already gone. There's like 1 bowl left, and I happily ate most of it. So this is not a problem. I'm making baked ziti tomorrow. He'll be fine. But for next time, I suppose for next time, I will remember that I can freeze soup. When I would make lasagna, I would freeze half of it because it was too much not to. I will probably have to freeze the lasagna because I'm sure it's gonna make like a whole thing. I would suggest freezing it in portions enough for 2 people. That way you don't have to defrost all of it to make 1 meal. I feel like normally when I make something, if I freeze half of it and then I unfreeze it, it lasts us for 2 days. Knowledge is knowing a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing they don't belong in a fruit salad. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. You can use Ziploc bags for soup in the freezer. You know what? I feel like I should have known that. All of my life, my grandparents have made chicken soup, and I would watch them take it out of the freezer, like in bags. I feel like I should have known that I could freeze soup. But for some reason, freezing soup just sounded weird to me. I'm like, I don't think I can freeze soup, can I? This is a tremendous ad we're hearing about postpartum anxiety. Is that what that was? I wasn't even listening. I heard a woman talking. And I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. I'm just ignoring it. I'm too focused on the soup. I would freeze the lasagna before sticking it in the oven. I would split it before doing the final bake. Once the mozzarella is melted, it doesn't taste as good left over. Okay. And you're a woman? Mike, I'm learning as I go. All right, there have been a lot of things that I have had to learn on the fly. All right, so I've learned a lot of things. This is one of those things that I now have learned. But you know what? Sometimes you guys don't always give me the best advice. For example, the time that I went to get blood work done and I almost passed out. And now when I get blood work, I almost pass out every single time because I have a post-traumatic stress response. Because you guys told me don't eat or drink anything. And so I was like, okay, and then I almost passed out. So, you know what? You guys don't always give me the best advice, if I'm being totally honest. I failed her? No, it's just that you didn't teach me things in the kitchen. So, I have to learn them all myself. Because instead of being like, here, Trisha, come here and learn this, she said, get out from underneath my feet. Get out of the kitchen. Get out of the kitchen. I don't know how many times in my life I heard that sentence. Get out of the kitchen. Get out of the kitchen. Nothing was worse when, okay, it's like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. You're supposed to be sleeping, right? Like, it's bedtime. It's a school night. And you tiptoe yourself into the kitchen to go grab something. But alas, Mother Bear is in the living room. Get out of the kitchen! And Mom, I just wanted some peanut butter. No! Get out of the kitchen! Now you yell at Jakey to get out of the kitchen. Yes, I do. And I think about when Catherine is eating solids and she's dropping food on the floor, how much slobber is going to be everywhere. I already, like, I feel exhausted just thinking about that. There's gonna be so much drool. There's gonna be so much slobber. I might have to lock him in the other room when she eats because no, not salads, solids. I'm not feeding the baby salads. What is she, a rabbit? Like, here, Catherine, have some lettuce. No, solids, eating solids. Yeah, Catherine's first meal is gonna be a salad. Popeye salads for 5 days. Catherine's gonna be like, Mom, what's for breakfast? Popeye salad. Mom, what's for dinner? Popeye salad. What's for dinner tomorrow? Popeye salad. 2 weeks from now. Popeye popsicles. Okay, listen, you guys, come on. You're making a big thing out of this whole pot pie for 5 days. It's really not the end of the world. Oh, man. Wascally Wabbit. Yeah, she a Wascally Wabbit. When I was a kid, I'd go in the kitchen in the middle of the night and I'd hear my mom in the living room. What are you getting into? Who's in the... I'd hear my mom from her bedroom. Who's in the kitchen? Who's in the kitchen? Wait, you aren't putting her on a vegan diet yet? Do you even care about the environment? No, my baby will be eating meats. Here's the thing. You know what? I would really love to make more, like, steaks and more London broil. But I have such bad post-traumatic stress from doing that, because when I made the steak, I set off the fire alarm and it was awful. When I made the London broil, I set off the fire alarm and it was awful. And so I don't want to cook anything that's going to set off the fire alarm. And every time, like, my most delicious meals were always the meals that set off the fire alarm. Which makes me sad, because I want to eat them again, but I don't want to set off the fire alarm. One of my first Halloween costumes when I was like 2 years old was a rabbit. See, that's one of the unnecessary expenses that's getting, it's on the chopping block. We're not doing Halloween. I have a little, like, kitty cat outfit. She's just gonna wear that, and we're gonna call her a kitty cat. And maybe, you know, like, I'll put on, like, my lion costume or something, and we'll be kitty cats. But, yeah. Don't you have a fan on your stove? I do. I do have a fan on my stove, but I unfortunately have fire alarms directly above my stove. I have one directly above it, which we did turn that one off, to be fair. But then there's one in the hallway, too, because my kitchen was not originally a kitchen. It was a laundry room that we converted into a kitchen, and so the fire alarms are, like, directly above the stove, so literally, like, the smallest amount of smoke, and it was like you know going off. So she knew it was me because she could still hear my dad's CPAP machine from the bedroom, and I told her I was just getting a soda. Yeah, my mom would hear somebody in the kitchen. Who's in the kitchen? You know how you can avoid setting off the fire alarm? Just take out the batteries. Well, we did take out the batteries in the one, but there's one in the hallway too. I haven't tried making anything, but you guys, I need to remind you that I can pretty much only cook when the baby is sleeping. So if I decide, like, you know what, I'm gonna make some steak today, and then the fire alarm goes off, not only is that baby waking up, but that baby is waking up in tears, screaming. So now, not only is the stove on fire, the fire alarm going off, but now there's a baby screaming. Can you even begin to understand the amount of stress to the level that my cortisol would spike to is immeasurable. Pot pie sounds good. Soup sounds good. Pot pie soup does sound good, doesn't it, Dad? I agree. I make steak every day. Just purchase some ghee, and just put a teaspoon in the pan before starting. Ghee, what's that? What is that? What is that? Oh, it's butter? Clarified butter. Clarified butter. It's butter with a high smoke point. Oh. It's $10 for 9 ounces. This one's $26 for 16 ounces. For 27 ounces. That's very expensive. Cook the steak in the air fryer from Frozen. Cook the steak in the air fryer? Cook the steak in the air fryer? Victim, would you suggest cooking the steak in the air fryer? I don't know about that. For fear of smoke detectors, as are making pot pies. Dude, it's It's just a regular size crock pot, TJ. It's a regular size crock pot, brother. Do you know what a crock pot is? It's not like a it's just a crock pot. I've done it, it's fabulous. Is it? It's better than cooking it in a pan. Last 5 days, it's not normal size. Okay, I'm gonna find the recipe. I'm gonna get the recipe. Chicken pot pie soup. Popsicles, chicken pot pie soups. Crock pot. This is the recipe that I followed. So let's see how much it made. Okay, this is only 6 servings. 6 servings, and it lasted us 5 days. So clearly, no, 6 servings. Paste. Wait, why is it not pasting? Oh, because I didn't copy and paste. Okay, so this was the recipe that I did. What the? Why is it not? Hello? Copy. Oh wait, let's do it. There we go. Control V. Personally, I wouldn't, but I eat a rare steak. Oh, ew. No, I don't like it mooing. I'm not into a mooing steak. I want it like medium. At least it needs to be medium. All the juices stay in the steak when you air fry. So good. Really? She has a fear of microwave doors too. Hey, they jump out and get me sometimes, man. It's not 100% like pan-seared or grilled, obviously, but it's actually good. Even my doubter friend from middle of the boondocks has to admit it was good. Does it account for one of the people eating pizza instead? I don't think it does. I don't think it does. This is okay. So it was two boneless, skinless chicken breasts, a cup of frozen peas, a cup of yellow corn, a cup of carrots, a cup of celery, 2 medium potatoes, 1 yellow onion, 4 ounces of cream cheese, 4 cups of chicken broth, a chicken bouillon cube, garlic powder, heavy cream, and then biscuits. Heavy cream? Yes, there was heavy cream. And I wish that I had read further into the recipe because you can substitute the heavy cream for 2 cans of cream of chicken or cream of mushroom, which would have made a thicker soup. And I love like thick, like a chowder type consistency. Like I want it thick. And I could have done that, and I didn't know that. I should have read further. That was a silly mistake on my part. There's a slider where you can adjust the serving size and it changes the amount of ingredients. Yeah, but I wanted enough that I could eat it for leftovers. Like, I wanted more than just 1 day of soup. Because if I like something, I am willing to eat it 5 times in a row. I didn't realize that this wasn't like a universal trait. Like, you know the way I kind of like watch the same movies over and over again? It's kind of the same concept. Like if I find a recipe that I like and I want to eat it multiple times, like I will. And it's the same thing with my TV shows and my movies. I'm willing to do that. What happened to the music? Why did you pause my video? I'm starting to put the puzzle pieces together. It's making sense now, isn't it? It's all coming together. I like medium or medium well. My aunt likes her steak well done. She always tells the waiter at restaurants to burn it. Ooh, I don't know if I'd go that far, but I do like it medium. Also, I think the baby just woke up. I think the baby woke up. So I think she had a little snooze. I think maybe she slept for like an hour or so. Food that lasts 5 days means less cooking. It does mean less cooking, correct. Which, when you have a baby, that's very convenient. Less cooking, better. You treat soup like Criminal Minds? What's wrong with that? Hi, Ghost Wolf. How are you? All right. Well, anyway, um I'm making baked ziti tomorrow because that's what Bryce requested. So we're making baked ziti tomorrow. Which hopefully comes out okay. I've never made baked ziti. So, I don't even know if I have a pan to put the baked ziti in, honestly. Okay, this is a pound of dry ziti pasta, 1 onion, a pound of lean ground beef, 2 jars of spaghetti sauce, 6 ounces of provolone cheese, 1.5 cups of sour cream, which I'm gonna use like 1 cup of sour cream and then use the rest of the cream cheese that I have, which hopefully does not ruin it. But I figured they're like close enough, right? Like cream cheese and sour cream. I don't want to waste the sour cream, or I don't want to waste the cream cheese because we don't eat the cream cheese, so I don't want to waste it. So I'm like, it's fine. That should be fine. And then 2 tablespoons of grated cheese. So yeah, we have all this. We have all this, but I have to. Okay, so I cook the pasta. I brown the ground beef. I put the pasta in the bottom. I top it with provolone cheese. I top it with sour cream. Add half of the meat sauce, remaining ziti, mozzarella cheese, and remaining meat sauce. Okay. All right, I'm slightly concerned because I actually don't like baked ziti. I whenever my mom would make, I don't know if it was baked ziti that she was making, but there was some type of baked pasta that she would make. And there was always something crunchy in there. It must have been the onions, but I didn't know it was the onions. And I hated that. I hated that consistency. Of course, she doesn't like baked ziti. What are you putting in ziti? This is the recipe that I was planning on following right here, right here. This is what I was gonna do. It's it says ziti, onion, ground beef, spaghetti sauce, provolone cheese, sour cream, mozzarella cheese, and Parmesan cheese. I was just gonna follow that recipe and see what happens. I want red in my steak and I eat 2 of them a day, so much more flavor and tender. See, I would like to make steaks more often, but I don't want to set off the fire alarm. Yeah, it says sour cream. That's what it says on here. I don't know, Mom. That's what it says. Sour cream. I don't eat baked ziti, so I really don't know. I've never made baked ziti before. So I was just gonna follow the recipe and see what happens. Do 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 do. Yeah, it has the sour cream in between the layers. No cod means no more steaks, no more sushi, and no more nails knotters. Just soup every day. Okay, well, there is no more sushi. There is no more nails. There is no more World of Warcraft. Oh, we're like, I'm giving up everything that I love. I'm giving it all up. I'm quite sad actually because I was really looking forward to making a house in World of Warcraft, but I can't. I can't. That's just we can't afford it. No ricotta. Well, I already bought it, so it's GG's now. That's what's going in. No offense to her, but I'm not taking a baked ziti recipe from someone named Colleen. Why? What kind of, what do they have to be named for you to take a baked ziti recipe from? Oh, look, this person asked by Elsa, can I use ricotta instead of sour cream? Yes, you can sub ricotta for sour cream. The flavor will be a little different because ricotta has a milder flavor than sour cream. Actually, ricotta is a better choice than sour cream, just my opinion. Well, oh well, I already bought the sour cream. Giving up everything you love for someone you love more. Correct, exactly. That is exactly right, Tagamo. It's for my baby. and for all my future babies so that we can have a house. So, giving up all of mommy's favorites. Try adding chicken booyah to the ziti and see what happens. Chicken booyah. Chicken bouillon? Bouillon? Chicken bouillon? Something like that. Royce is getting his COD and making sure of that. I already started crowdfunding. Yeah, sure. Mike, you got $100 to drop so Royce can play COD. Because we are officially at we're officially at empty. Hey Patty, what's up? Isn't the next COD on Game Pass? I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. Do 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 do. On that note, let's start a hype train so I can play WoW. Yeah, I don't even have time to play WoW anymore. There was a time period where she was sleeping in the carrier and I was able to sit here and she would sleep on me for like 3 hours in the carrier and I'd get a lot of WoW in. Those days are gone. Those days are absolutely gone. She does not sleep in the carrier and she does not sleep for 3 hours at a time. So, it's GG's now. I'm glad that I don't see... Tagamo! Farmer's market time, let's go! Let's go! Okay, wait. Tagamo. What should I make? What should I get at the farmer's market? Because last time we had this conversation and you didn't give me any input here. What should I get at the farmer's market? Like, what recipe should I make? Thank you so much for the dono, Tagamo. You're an absolute freaking legend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for still supporting me. What are the choices? They have like everything at the farmer's market. They even have meat and cheese. They've got like every type of vegetable, all these mushrooms. They have like everything at the farmer's market. It was today. It was today. I'll have to go next week. Meat? Oh, I don't know if they have steak, actually. I know that they have chicken. That I'm sure of. Do they have steak at the farmer's market? I don't... Maybe my mom knows. The stand that does the chicken, do they have steak too? At least they have chicken. That's right, at least I have chicken. No real Italian uses sour cream and baked ziti. Mom, I've literally never made baked ziti in my life, and I don't even think that I like baked ziti. I'm pretty sure I don't, because I don't like baked pasta. But that's what he requested, so that's what I'm making. Roll the Tanks, I would not have imagined the players like this. Well, to be fair, I don't play Roll the Tanks anymore, so... So, if we're being honest here, the World of Tanks players are not like this. Because I don't play tanks anymore. I might need to take a break. She blocks out the steak when she goes to the farmer's market. The sound of smoke detectors goes off in her head if she sees it. Yes, that's exactly right. Yeah, I actually don't. But I could get I could go to rather than going to the farmer's market to get, because they don't have steak, I could go to there's like a steakhouse. Not a steakhouse. I don't know what it would be called. I guess a butcher? I guess it would be a butcher, but I don't know if it is considered a butcher. I don't think it is though. Mom, do you know what I'm talking about? Oh, Dad says Roll the Tank sucks? Dad. Is that because you got chat banned again? What happened, Dad? How many days are you chat banned for? I don't think it's called... Calling a butcher a steakhouse is a vibe. I don't think it is a butcher, though. Okay, let me just look up what it's called. It's the place where... oh, gosh, I can't remember what it's called. It's across from the place... this is what it's called. Okay, but let me see, what is it? It's called, it's a meat house. It's a meat house. And then it says butcher shop, deli. So it's a meat house. That's what it's called. So I'll go to the meat house and get a nice, like, premium. It's a butcher. It's a meat house. It's a meat house. Let's not reduce it, okay, to just being a butcher. It's a meat house. So instead of the farmer's market, I could go to the meat house and get a nice slab of meat. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? It's the same thing. Don't get semantics with me. It's a meat house. It's got a deli. It's got a what's it called? It's a meat house. 8-day ban, major violation. Wait, I thought that... Oh, she yelling. I thought that you were up to like 20-something days, Dad. Oh, wait, is this on the other account? I'm on Twitch because of chess. Can I warm you to chess? I've never played chess in my life. JP tried to teach me chess, and I'm not a chess player. Don't know how to play chess. Any bakeries there or bread house? I don't know. I don't know. Walmart. There's a Walmart bakery. Is there someone there that cuts up meat into smaller cuts? Yes. Yes, I do believe so. Which I suppose would make them a butcher. Okay, Tagamo, do you want me to go to the farmer's market or do you want me to go to the butcher? No? Oh, I thought you were up to like 30 days on tanks, Dad. You're looking like a born chess streamer to me. Why? Why do you say that? What's giving that? Is it because I look Asian? Is it because I look Asian? Is that giving I can play chess? Because I'm not Asian. Not that there's anything wrong with being Asian, but I'm not. But is that why you think I could play chess? Because I look Asian? No, I can't. Can't do math either. Because you would skyrocket with it, I bet. I don't know. I don't think so. I disagree. I disagree. I don't think so. You're looking Asian? That's what everyone says. That's what I get a lot of people telling me that I look like Kristen Kruick. So is that why you think that I could play chess? Hi there, bright eyes. Hello. I just need to clear my head. Oh, I hear little peepers screaming. I hear a little screamer peeper. I don't know if I should just go nurse her and then come back, or I could do the black bar again. I could take her in here and do the black bar. Her new series, season 2, Murder in a Small Town, starts next week. See Patty's twin. She's in a show? Good for her. Haven't heard of her since Smallville. If it's a kid you're mentioning, definitely do that first. I am talking about my kid, yeah. I'm just trying to figure out if I should just end stream and do that, or if I should just go nurse her and then come back and just like do a BRB screen. She did Beauty and the Beast? She was in Beauty and the Beast? I mean, you won't be on for much longer, right? No, yeah, I would be on for like 30 more minutes, I guess. So I guess I could, and I am trying, I'm trying to stream tomorrow too. I would like to stream tomorrow. Chess fans would scramble to watch you. I think that you overestimate people's desire to watch my stream. I've been streaming on this platform for a long time. So, I think you're overestimating. It was a cop show where the Beast was a military experience. What? And it was called Beauty and the Beast? Oh, that's bizarre. That's a weird name for a cop show. Mercy. Hi, Mercy. You keep writing Beady. Well, actually, no. First you wrote Beauty, Buddy, and then you wrote Beady. I'm a seasoned veteran in the business. I know charisma when I see it. Well, thank you. Gosh, that's quite a compliment. I do appreciate that. But yeah, I've been streaming for 6 years, and here we are. So I've done everything I can. I gave it every shot. Are you using Scrunchy as a fidget spinner? Yeah, because I'm trying to decide if I... You know what? I should probably just go feed the baby, right? I should just go feed the baby. I should just go feed the baby. Yeah, because I'm going to try to be here tomorrow. Too far right for Twitch. Yeah, I am too far right for Twitch. And that means that I'm a moderate. Hence, I'm too far right for Twitch. But, you know, that's how that works, so. Oh, alright, well, I'm gonna try to be here again tomorrow. I'm gonna go feed my baby because I hear her peeping. She's squealing like a little piggy out there. So she needs some bub. And I will try to be back tomorrow. Dude. Alright, homies. Dude, it's freaking hot. It's really flipping hot. I don't know why. I guess because of the light's on me. Not far enough. I mean, I feel pretty... Perhaps that's true. See you at the butcher's. I'll see you at the meat house, Tagamo. Thank you very much for the dono. Gosh, I feel like it's gonna cost $100 for 2 steaks. Don't give it any Popeye soup and make cry more. Oh man, you guys are funny. Oh, you guys are flippin' funny. Oh gosh, you guys are hilarious. Ha 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 ha. Funny guys. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll try my best. Justin, thank you so much for the compliment. I wish that I had as much confidence in myself as you have in me. Justin. Thank you. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Tagmo, thank you again. And everyone... Mercy, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thanks, Mercy. Appreciate it. Raxta, thanks for the follow. See you guys. I'm gonna go feed my baby. Bye, Cyrus. Thanks for the follow, Cyrus. Peace out. Happy September.